Just checking on my anchor. The wind is just pitching the boat all over the place here right now. It's pouring out. Just like another squall came through.
Alright, what's the plan for the day?
Oh, I think we're gonna try to find a nice protected bay to hide in. This the last spot was nice, but it had a huge fetch, and it wasn't so much the water in front of us. It was just it was a river, and it was just so open through there that there was no trees. It was just a lot of wind, and it was just cold this morning. So I was just trying to find something a little more protected. And maybe this other bay that I know of, it's possible there's a nesting loon or something down there. Or a loon that has chicks. I don't know, maybe there's a moose. Something to see. There's a loon in front of us.
Oh yeah. I don't think you'll be able to see that, but I'll turn the camera. Oh, she's gone down. Then you definitely won't be able to see her. But you can see it looks like there's another front moving in here. Look out the window.
Yeah, we could get wet again.
Yeah.
Ringneck, female ringneck, and that's a. Oh, look at that! It's a female ringneck with the female wood duck. These are all wild ducks. These aren't like these things. There's a lot of these creatures not seen here. Yeah, just zigzag. Hold us there. Yeah. Stop. Let's see if we can get something here. The motor's down. That's why you can't go anywhere. It's like.
That's a good point.
Yeah, this is, we're experts at this.
No, I'm not. You gotta tell me that. I didn't know that.
It's so cool. This little bird. I've seen a moose in here before. Lots of lily pads for them.
It's like a moosey area. It is a blustery day, so I am hunkered down painting. I'm giving myself 5 minutes per sketch. So I'm going to reset my timer. 5 minutes, and I'm trying to do a little quick landscape watercolor. So obviously I cheated a bit because I started. And the other tricky thing is rinsing my watercolor brush in my cup of tea. Don't do that. All right. Starting with my darks and my lights, my water. Here goes. Well, I have the essence of the place, I think, captured. This little bay with some marsh and bushes, but it's a work in progress, and I'm trying to do as few brush strokes as possible. I need to get the values a little different so that I can show the distance better, but it's a beginning.
Where is he? I can't aim in front of you. I know, but I can't see him on this camera.
Get your other camera then.
Oh, there he is, right there.
once or twice should be fine. It's got a bit of the husk on it, and it sort of gets steamed because it's in the foil, so all good. It was absolutely delicious the first time we ate it, so this is hopefully just as good.
Steak's almost done.
Alrighty.
Oh boy, I can't believe how close we came to getting caught in the rain here. Not that it was raining that hard.
No. I have to say one thing I was thinking about being on this boat for any length of time, that I had to come to terms with the fact that I would almost always be wet.
Yeah.
And if you're okay with that.
Yeah, but I didn't realize how bug bitten we'd be.
Yeah.
Oh, I got really the horse flies and deer flies and those Australian biting flies are just brutal. Actually, you know what? I could live with the horse flies and the deer flies.
Yeah.
But those biting flies, those little flies, and you can't kill them. You can't.
They're so fast.
So fast.
Yeah, they're so fast.
Do you think maybe that's why we don't see any other boats because of them?
I don't know. Maybe these smaller bays definitely have more of those flies. Yeah. But they're not that bad.
Yeah, but you know what? We haven't seen. I've seen one fishing boat.
Yeah.
I mean, and we've been out here for a week.
That's been wonderful.
Yeah. Oh.
We'd rather just have nature all around us.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, Popeye.
Peeling me an apple.
But you can't make me laugh because then I make the camera jiggle.
Peeled.
Thank you. So I had this great idea that I wanted to see what it would look like filming the lily pads from below up with the light, and maybe some of those grasses. So the water's chilly, but I'm gonna give it a go and see what we come up with. And I hope I don't see a snapping turtle or something, a big pike.
So how was it?
Oh, so fun.
Yeah?
It was really cool. I was a little bit nervous because it's so dark down there, but I saw a few little fish. But just looking at the light from above shining down on the lily pads, and the colors of the lily pads that have the rusty color and the orange and the green, and the way the light filters through, it was absolutely beautiful. And then that vegetation, it looks kind of like not a fern, like a fluffy, like a feather duster almost.
Yeah, we call them coontails.
Coontails. And they were just kind of floating anyways. It's like another whole world. It's just beautiful.
You see any fish down there?
Yeah, so a couple tiny little fish with little stripes. Would they be perch or what would those be?
Yeah, they'd
little
be perch.
Yeah. Yeah, tiny, like little minnows.
Yeah.
Ah.
Cool. Cheers. Here's to the good life.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Oh, that is good.
So we moved spots. This morning we were
at the loon location, and it was really nice. I mean, to photograph or to film out of that dinghy is very tough because it's very light and it takes no waves at all and it starts to bounce. But it was still quite an experience to see the adults feeding the little chick, and the chick is still on the back, so that was cool to see. It was almost like being fed in bed, you know, and
Breakfast in bed.
breakfast in bed, yeah. So that was great. But then the wind really started coming up, and so after lunch we packed up and we came down in here. And here we have a long, narrow bay, and there's a river that goes up. So we made you can go explore that this afternoon.
I think there's
This
another
evening?
expedition for
Sea Nest.
Yeah.
Cheers to Sea Nest.
Cheers.
Mm. Wow, honey, this looks great. I'm getting eaten again. They seem to know as soon as you're about to do something. Like when I wasn't getting bit when we were just talking, where I could have grabbed them, but they wait till you're actually
Vulnerable with your hands or
both
busy.
hands are busy. I don't know where they
Pass me
can
that
watch
paper
this.
towel,
But
that little hand towel. I didn't put any towels down. On top of the fact that I think actually I got one,
here we go.
and then I'll wipe my mouth with that.
Well, you know
towel.
what? Little extra meat doesn't hurt anybody.
Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this episode, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe.